The Jacob Zuma Foundation says the findings of the state capture report are unlawful. At a briefing earlier, Mzwanele Manye lashed out at Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, saying he's unworthy of being a judge.
The view that given the unlawfulness of how this inquiry was set up, it cannot be that its findings and recommendations are lawful. The report is therefore a classical case of a fruit of a poison tree. Then we deal with the conduct of Justice Zondo himself during the inquiry. To say Chief Justice Zondo is unworthy of being called a judge would be a serious understatement. Chief Justice Zondo fails the most basic of the tests, even of the most junior judge. No self-respecting judge worthy of that title sits in a case where he or she is directly affected and demonstrably conflicted in order to settle personal scores. Even during his recent media conference, when he was handing over the report to the equally conflicted president, who is under investigations by the Hawks and Public Protector, amongst others, he failed to show remorse when responding to journalists' questions whether, when looking back, he would do anything differently.
Well, the state capture report is the fruit of a poison tree. That's how the Jacob Zuma Foundation has described this report. The foundation's Mzwanele, as we just heard, reading a statement on behalf of the former president, criticizing the work of Chief Justice Raymond Zondo. The foundation says Zuma will be reporting Zondo to the JSC.
It is predictably full of gossip, innuendo, and conjecture. It is very short on concrete evidence. It's really not clear what exactly did Justice Zondo and his team actually do for almost half a decade and 2 billion rand later. This commission has simply passed the buck to the NPA to do the investigations which it was mandated to do. The report is characterized by bias in favor of the faction that is supportive of President Ramaphosa. Chief Justice Zondo himself could not hold back his political and factional support of President Ramaphosa. He praised him for taking over from President Zuma and by default impugned the integrity of Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma and all those who voted for her by adding that, open quote, more damage could have been done to the National Treasury, close quote, had she won at Nasrec. On what basis and on which evidence of or submission made at the commission did Chief Justice Zondo conclude basically that Dr. NDZ would have done the damage that he imagined? What kind of a judge is this?